Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my, or actually, we're not in the basement, we're at my desk again. And today we're going to be talking about planting a fall garden. Oh, oh no, what's going on? Okay, I'm not sure what happened earlier. I am not sure what's happening now. And I'm not sure that you guys can hear. Oh, I guess I was muted. How to start a fall garden. It's very simple. It is very similar to starting a spring garden, except for you're going away from the longest day of the year to towards the shortest day of the year. So when you plant in spring, you're coming off of winter when you have the shortest day of the year, and you're heading towards the longest day of the year. So your plants can potentially get the optimal amount of sun, and the amount of sun every day is increasing. When you're planting a fall garden, you've gone past the longest day of the year in June, and you're heading towards the shortest day of the year. So every day, even in optimal position, your plants are getting a little bit less sun because the sunrise or the sunset is coming earlier every single day. So for fall planting, you want to add about 2 weeks to your days to maturity. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. You need to know your first frost date. For my zone here in Maryland, Zone 7B, my first frost date is about October 31st. First frost dates, last frost dates, those dates are estimates. So I use October 31st as the estimate. Last year, my first frost wasn't actually until November 10th. And then what you want to do is count backwards from today or the day that you're going to start planting, and then you want to figure out how many days you have left. So my first frost date, I'm going to put this on this worksheet that I made for you guys. If you want the worksheet, put worksheet in the comments and I will send it to you. I will send you a link. So my first frost date is October 31st. And I already did the math. It's 106 days to my first frost date. Oh, this is still slow. All right, so some tips. I just mentioned that we're moving from the longest day to the shortest day, so you need to add 2 weeks. Cold hardy vegetables need to be close to maturity at the first frost date, but they do not need the full time to maturity at the frost date. But you want to make sure that it's a good like 75%. And if you're starting seeds in the summertime, you want to start them inside. If temperatures are above 75 degrees Fahrenheit outside, it's going to be too hot for a lot of those seeds to germinate. And it's July now, so that doesn't mean rip out all your summer stuff and start planting fall stuff. It just means right now you could be still starting some fast summer stuff like cucumbers, beans, but you should also be thinking about what fall stuff do I want? What can I squeeze in? So as things like your tomatoes die, if you've still got tomatoes growing, then great. Then they will continue unless they get some kind of disease till the first frost. But if they succumb to disease or they just stop producing, yank them out and put something in for fall. So what I did was I made a list of 24 common things to grow in the fall. And some of these things you can continue into the winter until like they can handle temperatures below freezing. But what I've got here is like the vegetables, I got the days to maturity, and then you can add your plant date on here. So, and there's 2 pages of this. Just a note about things like Brussels sprouts, celery. If you are in a zone, like for me, I have 106 days till my first frost date. I want to make sure that Brussels sprouts, I'm giving them Like I want to start them now, basically, if I wanted to try to grow Brussels sprouts. Same thing with celery. Start that now because you need to add 14 days to the average maturity date here. And these are just averages. If it says something different on the packet for whatever seed you're starting, then go by whatever date that is. This is just an average for these vegetables. Garlic is something that is ideally planted in the fall, and it's overwintered in the ground or in your containers, and it's not harvested until the next July, so the next summer. So if you've got garlic bulbs, fall is when you want to plant them, so you want to put them in the ground several weeks before the last frost date. You want to make sure, like say I ordered some garlic. It should get here like around mid-September. I will probably put it in the ground in October, and then it's going to stay in the ground October, November, December, January, blah, blah, blah. You guys get it. And I'm not going to harvest it till the next summer. And the same goes for, come on. This really doesn't want to let me be great today. Oh God. Okay. So I've got for onions on this form, when it comes up, I will show you. I've got 2 dates in the form. So one date is for green onions and the other date is for bunching onions. So onions also, they need a long time and you would want to leave them in the ground over the winter. This form is not loading. Okay. You guys get the picture. Let me know if you want the form. And I will send you the link and then you can download it. And if you don't know your first frost date, last frost date, grow zone, then put in the comments grow zones, and I will send you the other worksheet that I made that's on my website last time. So if there are no questions, I will let you guys go for tonight, and I will see you on Saturday. And we're still talking about tomatoes. Bye.